got out my big gun today. We are going to be making the first cake I ever made on YouTube, and that is a Southern style lemon pound cake. My oven is preheated to 325 degrees, and that is what you always cook your pound cake on, unless it says otherwise. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and I've got my, I guess it's a tube pan, bundt pan. It's a little bit bigger. And I have 2 sticks of butter, and they were cold, and I put them in the microwave, and they didn't get hot, but they got a little bit, you know, a little bit too melty. That's still good. It's not going to hurt a thing. I've been doing this for 30 some years, and it's never made a bad pound cake yet. Okay, we need a half a cup of shortening. I'm using Crisco, whatever kind of shortening you have. Just going to put it all right in. We need 5 large eggs, and these should be at room temperature. I think I'll just crack them over the bowl because you guys will get mad at me. Okay, so 5 large eggs, and we're going to start creaming this up. Okay, we're going to scrape down our bowl. This is just a couple eggs. And now we're going to start putting in our sugar. We need 3 cups of granulated sugar. 3 cups. Now we're going to start putting in the eggs one at a time while we beat them. We already have 2 eggs in. We're going to put the other 3 in. Did I put 3 cups of sugar in, or did I just put 2? I I had scream-o-vision. So you guys could scream at me, you put 2 in or you put 3 in. I can't remember, honestly. I think I put 2. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go and stop this and rewind it and count. Okay, I only put 2 in. I had to go back. I need to get me a little notepad. All right, here we go again. All right, we're going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And 2 teaspoons of lemon. Oh yeah. All right, we're going to use 3 cups of cake flour. Now, I do have to say that for many years, I could not afford cake flour. So what I would do is I would just use all-purpose flour and take out 1 tablespoon of the all-purpose flour for every cup of flour I put in. So it would be 3 tablespoons I would take away from the flour of this. So, but we're going to use cake flour today, so that's 3 cups. Before we put in our cake flour, let's go ahead and add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, I've got my first cup of cake flour, and then I have 1 cup of milk, and we're going to alternate in between the 3 cups of cake flour. So I need to count to make sure I get this right. So this is cup number 1. Now we're going to do cup number 2 and another 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, before we add the last one, we're going to go ahead and scrape down our bowl. This is looking great, guys. And the rest of our milk. That was 1 cup of milk. Okay, we're going to go ahead and scrape down the sides. One time I made this and I literally forgot to put the sugar in it. No joke. It was horrible. Forgot to put sugar in it. Just making it alone. And that cake, oh my gosh, if that weren't a mess. Look at that batter. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's fluffy, airy, very well incorporated. That's what we want. Okay, here's our pan. I think the 3rd video I ever did was a cake. I think. I need to go back and look at that video. I have not looked at it. I have not. We are going to tap our cake. I don't know. I just tap them. I just think they need to be tapped. All right, we're going to put this in our 325-degree oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly. We're not going to peek. 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly. So I am going to put this on a cookie sheet. Here I have just taken the pound cake out of the oven, and I decided that I want to do a simple glaze for the cake. And so I'm going to be putting in 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup there. But so I used 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3½ tablespoons of pure lemon, and then I'm just going to whisk it around. Now if you find that you have put in a little bit too much powdered sugar or a little bit more than a cup, you can just add a little bit more lemon. Or if you've got too much lemon, you can just put in a little bit more powdered sugar to get it to the perfect consistency, because this is not like an icing. This is just a simple glaze. So I'm turning it out here on the cake rack, and it came out perfectly clean. And now I want to turn it over, so I'm taking another cooling rack and just turning it over, and that is so simple. And I'm going to let it cool for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we are going to glaze it. And I've got a cake plate here, and we are going to try to get it on the cake plate without me dropping it. I got it on there, thank goodness. And here we go. We're just going to start glazing it. Now the cake plate that I used has a rim around it, so if any icing drizzles off, it will drizzle onto the cake plate. So I do like those, and they are very handy to have. And I just don't have really any specific style. I'm just really putting the
glaze on it to sort of run down the sides a little bit. I just think that makes such an old-fashioned looking pound cake. I just kind of help it along there a little bit. And there we go. There is our simple pound cake.
We're going to cut our pound cake, and then I'm going to, oh, look at that. And we are going to, oh, that is beautiful. Look at that pound cake. I want to say thank you guys so much. It's been a great 3 years on YouTube. You are the most supportive and sweetest audience. I couldn't have a channel if you didn't subscribe. I couldn't have a channel if you didn't watch. I couldn't have a channel if you didn't comment. I wouldn't have a channel if you didn't encourage me to give you the best that I possibly can. You guys are the best. You are my friends. I am so honored that you've given me an opportunity to come into your home and share my cooking and my failures with you and my experiences over my lifetime. You guys are awesome. And here is to the next 3 years on YouTube. I upload on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, and sometimes I will throw an extra in the mix, especially if one of the videos is horrible and I have to take it down like I did today. I had to take one down today. I forgot the main ingredient in the recipe. And you guys go have a wonderful, wonderful day to the best audience on YouTube.